And Secure, and it is now Thursday, March 26th. And if you caught my blog post, my video post from last night, um, I talked about eye problems and issues, and that seems to have gone away, cleared up. So thank you for all those that gave me well wishes and for getting better with my eye. Two, tonight I was on a company hangout for some more training that one of our uh, leaders in the company was doing, a top leader, uh, in relation to new member training and stuff like that. He did part one training on Tuesday night, which I talked about, I think, a little bit my blog post Tuesday. Um, and tonight he did the other part. And tonight was more of a follow up and going through to getting people to follow through and do certain commitments and things like that. But the concept and the idea that kept coming out of this, and I've heard it before, we've talked about it before, covered it before, and some other, but I am looking at it from a different mind shift and a different viewpoint now. The idea of being all in, we've all heard of going all in or being all in or that concept. And in that concept, it's like putting all the everything in, like at the poker table, you put all your chips in or, bet everything. Um, that's kind of the idea of, you know, building my business and going in with, all in and things like that. But it's also looking at it from a mindset point of view that you go all in your mindset too. And but I'm going to take it from another different type of strategy and analogy, and hopefully correlate everything all together to bring it into a better perspective. Like for me, when I was younger, um, first when I was involved in learning how to play the violin, I learned how to play the violin as a kid. I really wanted to learn how to play the clarinet. That didn't work out, so I picked the violin. Then later I learned I might have been able to, but then the school I went to wouldn't let me do two musical instruments at the same time, which I love music. That's one of my passions, one of the things I love to do. And I love the violin, and I loved playing it when I learned how to play it. But as a kid, I got all in with the thought of playing the violin. So part of being all in is what comes in behind it. You always see the movies or the big things they're going all in, and you see all the parts of when they just decide to do it, but you don't really see the behind the scenes, or if you do, you don't catch it, how it builds up to that point. Well, for me, I think it's now kind of catching up in relation to my business. Is the all in is definitely a mindset thing. There are things that go around and encompass it with buying all the right products, doing all the right things. But in doing that, you got to put it all together. And so, being all in, you got to first be all in what you're wanting to do and go in with the right idea and the right mindset. But two, you have to be able to follow through with that. And so, being all in means that for me as a child, playing the violin, later on in junior high and high school, playing sports, playing tennis, playing soccer, wrestling, you know, I was all in on doing those things because I liked what the results could give me and what it could give me. One, letter, my letter for, being a varsity player and lettering, letterman's jacket, recognition in school, being a sports, and a sports person and stuff like that. Same thing with my grades. I graduated 55th in my class with honors. I was 55 out of, so many students. Those type of things. But it was, again, going back to what it took to have all that, being all in and that in. It took for the violin. It took the practicing, my strokes, my keys, my fingering, where to place the key, learning, all that. That had to play a part into it to help facilitate being all in and get to the end product. So I think a lot of people, when they look at a business or want to join or get involved in a business, they see that big thing that says, "Oh, you can do this," but they don't go down below and see what it takes. And so they think they might be all in, or they get caught up in what's going on, but and then in reality, they forget about what encompasses that all in aspect and the hard work and the time and energy. And so therefore, for like me with my building my business, I've got to be all in all my things. I got to be in with doing my blogging daily. I got to be in with doing my marketing. I got to be in doing with reaching out, connecting to people, talking to people, opening myself up more. Have I done all those things? Not all of them together, not all in the same time, not consistently. That's where that's the difference between where I'm at now and those that are there where I want to be. I think, like in sports, the people that reach the top of the pinnacle for, like for me, tennis. I love tennis. That's my other one of the other things I love. Tennis. That's another passion. Um, to be out. I went out and I taught myself how to play tennis. I was that all in. I went out and taught myself how to play after seeing my first tennis match on TV. So, and then from there, I joined my team and practice and stuff and learned how to hit, placement, putting the ball, same thing with the violin, all the strokes and everything with that. Being in school, applying, doing the work, doing the studying, doing the stuff behind. I was all in on that because those were things I knew I wanted to get the certain result. And by doing those things, I would get that certain result. I think with business, like I said before, if you see this business opportunity and think, wow, that sounds good and easy, and you're like, oh, I can do that, and then you get in, and your heart is really, you believe your heart's in it, but is your mind in it? Is this and this connected together? So that way, when you're doing it, you're going in the right direction, and everything is encompassed in together. Doesn't mean that you can't still get all in. If you have all, say like for my business, you can get all in from the get go, pay for all the products and be all in, and we say you're all in, but are you really all in? Are you going to take those products, utilize them, learn them, uh, take them, and apply them to what you need to do? So with that, this is my quick blog post today. So make it a simply simple day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.